This week we're headed to north central Missouri with Dennis Hensley and his daughter Haydenn, Dennis's buddy Lee and his two girls, as well as Dennis's buddy Adam Matson. We're going to be chasing some spring gobblers during youth season. However, it's really cold. We had freezing rain, but hopefully the birds will still be gobbling and we can get one of them to work and get a crack at one of these old toms. How go the sunshine?
Bud, that bridge is slick right there.
Is it?
Ready to go. She's in the back.
Ready to go get a turkey?
Is it camera?
Yeah, it's camera. Bright and early, boys. Bright and early. Yeah. Let's go. With the farm being over 2 hours away, it meant getting up really early, and that's exactly what we did. I had to meet Dennis at the exit at 2:30 in the morning with his buddy Lee and the kids, and then we were on the road and headed to the field. You know, it was a really slow start for us. You know, everything was ice, and to be honest with you, we were joking with Dennis because we didn't even think the birds existed. And all we saw was a few deer, didn't hear a single gobble, and the kids were just freezing in the blinds. So, you know, the hunt didn't last all that long for us because the kids are froze out. However, Dennis and Adam had seen some birds, so they had a little more action than us, but we're hoping as the day progresses, one of us can at least get a bird on the ground.
Nice out. It was supposed to be nice out. It was.
It was supposed to be. Yeah, it was actually supposed to be a nice day.
It's definitely not even above freezing yet.
28 degrees.
Still 28 degrees.
30-mile-an-hour wind. And the turkeys.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere that we're not.
Lee and the kids ended up heading back home, but I hung around with Dennis and Haydenn and Adam, and wouldn't you know it, as the day progressed, the sun decided to come out, everything warmed up, and the turkeys were out and about. As we were driving around the section, kind of glassing to see if we could find some birds, we came up to a T intersection. Sure enough, there were two toms that looked like fighting each other over on the hillside right in the mowed pathway along the CRP. So, well, the game plan was I was going to stay back in the truck. Adam, Dennis, and Haydenn were going to take off running down the road and try getting ahead of this bird to get a crack at him.
Got a red head on him. Yeah, I think it's a tom. Yeah, it's a tom.
Can't see his feathers. If I could see his feathers, I could tell you.
Yeah, he's a tom. I've seen his beard flop.
So I think me and Adam and Haydenn will go down this road and see if we can't get up on the backside of this bird that's coming down the fence line. You can just stay up here, like you said, and do some landing and stuff. So Adam, let's go ahead and get Haydenn woke up. Haydenn, get up. Haydenn, come on, we got birds.
Come on, Haydenn, get up.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. Come on, we got a bird. Come on, let's go.
We got birds, come on.
That gun for me, please.
Yep.
Seat.
Yep.
Here's the camera.
Alright, yeah, we're already going. Is Haydenn ready? As Dennis, Haydenn, and Adam worked their way down the CRP, trying to rush to the end to cut off that bird, you know, that we lost eyesight of him. We didn't know exactly where he was or if he'd crossed the road already, but we were going to hustle anyways. And they got down there, and sure enough, Dennis sees the bird, and immediately they all drop to the ground and get ready. And what do you know? They don't even have any calls on them. So Adam starts calling with his mouth, and sure enough, this bird is just hammering, coming right to him. At this point, I have no idea where the bird is. I'm back in the truck. They're a little over the hill, out of eyesight. And Adam's sitting behind Dennis and Haydenn with the camera, trying to get it on film while calling with his mouth. And sure enough, this bird's coming through this thicket right near a fence line here. You can barely just see his head or the top of his fan. He starts coming through, and Dennis is helping Haydenn keep the gun up, and sure enough, Dennis tells Haydenn, hey, if you can see his head, take him.
You got him? Did he, baby? Oh, you got it. I think you got it here.
Sure enough, as I was sitting back in the truck, I hear a gunshot, and I knew exactly what it meant. So I sped down the road, pulled right up, and sure enough, Dennis has had his hands up in the air, and I knew it was a successful hunt, and Haydenn was on the board.
You did it, buddy!
Did it?
Dude, he was using his mouth. He was right in this field right here. He called him in with his mouth. I'm like, Matthew, start calling. Called him right to this fence post, 2 yards.
No way.
His head stuck out right there. We had one shot and we gave it to him. He's right here dead. It was, Ian. Right here. Right here, me and my daughter. And he poked his head out right in that opening right there underneath that fence.
What looked like it wasn't going to work out today for us, it did. So this shows everybody how quick things can happen and how quick things can change in a heartbeat. So just got to have patience, right? And stay at it. So awesome job. Proud of you. Love you. Sleep deprived, I can guarantee it. I bet you she's out in an hour. We're back on the road again.
But you're right.
Scared?
Yeah.
Oh, bud.
Hit the tooth.
Even though only one of the kids got a bird, it was still a great time. The weather was pretty cold starting out, but things did warm up, and it ended up being a beautiful day and successful at that.